it's time for this.
The world of woke.
Do you know, I honestly cannot conceive of a worse experience than standing in a muddy field surrounded by ageing woke lawyers, civil servants and advertising executives on ecstasy and ketamine, reliving their lost youth while dancing to yet another Coldplay song. Yes, that's right. Glastonbury is my idea of a fresh hell. That's why I've never bothered to go, and I'm happy to say this year will be no exception. After all, who needs to be in the company of hundreds of thousands of middle-class twants transported down the M4 from their million-pound houses in West London? Make no mistake, I'm not against music festivals, just Glastonbury. It has become the epitome of smug champagne socialists who are willing to pay hundreds of pounds for a ticket for the privilege of schmoozing with their own kind for a weekend of ghastly expensive food, virtue signalling and sleeping in a tent because it's all so meaningful. Glastonbury was always going to hit the skids, and it surely can't be far away now. The lineup this year is already being called one of the worst of all time. Some are even suggesting the event has simply become like a kids' show version of rock and roll. First up, Coldplay, returning for the third time. I can't wait to hear the latest prognostications from Chris Martin. He's the guy who planted a forest in Sri Lanka to offset the band's carbon footprint on tour, only to see it going up in flames because it was too hot. And then some proper carbon burning went into the atmosphere. He's also the guy who said Coldplay wouldn't be doing any more touring to save the planet. I can't wait to hear how he's going to justify all the electricity his show is going to need to be put on. Of course, the middle-class rockers will all hang on his every word as he bounces up and down on the stage and fires lasers into the crowd. Yawn. The wokists at Glastonbury have also bowed to the feminists this year who said there were too many male acts last year, so they've added somebody called SZA, who nobody's ever heard of, and Dua Lipa as headliners for good measure, right? If that doesn't thrill your little 30-something heart, nothing will. Don't forget, this festival is only full of ageing millennials because they're the only ones that can afford the bloody tickets. They're all so intensely cool, they took a day off so they could get their hands on them online. And then there's the BBC. They send more people there than they send to the bleeding Olympics. And it's a massive love-in for the London-centric types to pretend they love the countryside. All paid for by you and I. I can't wait to ignore it all for yet another year. And that is the world of work.
The world of woke.
So now, you're going to tell me I'm wrong, right? That Glastonbury's amazing. So cool.
I've never been to a festival.
Can I just say, like, it is pretty much what you say,
Yeah.
especially in hospitality, because you can buy basically. My partner, as I was saying, who gets a low wage, was astounded by the fact that the ticket that I brought home said £650
Oh
on
my
it.
God.
For one ticket?
That's for one person for
That's
hospitality.
ridiculous.
For, the
For
hospitality
3 days?
For the weekend. Like, not free booze,
Right.
that's VIP camping, but...
Does that mean you can camp somewhere where somebody's not going to crap?
Yes, that's right. But it is...
So how
you know
much
what?
are the cheaper tickets?
They're about
It's
£400.
about, well,
So can I ask, do they really ask for a picture of you prior to...
Yes,
Yeah, if
because-
I heard this, they want to pick out who they like in the crowd?
No, that isn't true. It's because the tickets are so expensive. You have to. It's to do with identification. But however, in hospitality, it is because I used to work in the music industry.
Yeah.
It is lots of backslapping. It
Yeah.
is lots of like
Lovies.
and
Yeah.
wandering around and seeing celebs and la da da da.
Yeah.
And it is great. But
now
however,
listen, I know the kind of people that used to go, because when I used to work for the Daily Express, we were infested at some point or other by a load of people who came from the Mail.
Yeah.
And they were all champagne socialists. They all lived in sort of places like Chiswick and, Barnes. And they were all like, oh, we all go to Glastonbury. Oh, super. All called
Oh, we love
names
the
like Camilla.
countryside, yes.
You know, oh, we love the countryside. It's fantastic. You know, my parents have got a place down there. It'll be marvellous. And it's all people like that. And I'm not interested. I'd rather go to Reading, where people get into punch-ups and start,
BFT was really
setting
nice.
fire to things.
you don't want to punch up, Mike. Come on.
No, but I mean, that's what happens at proper rock festivals. When I used to go to them, that's what used to happen. I saw
went
Led
to
Zeppelin.
rock festivals?
I saw Led Zeppelin at Nebworth.
No,
Final ever show
Nebworth.
I ever did, yes.
See,
In
that-
1970.
Did you have long hair?
Not particularly long, but a little bit long, yeah. But
So
I would
Mike,
go,
you used to be cool.
I've always been cool. I'm still cool now.
That's why we
And we've-
don't go to Glastonbury.
And we've all had a dalliance at well, I've had many a dalliance at Glastonbury because it's a lot of free
But it's
love,
smelly,
sort of
it's
and
muddy,
unpleasant.
it's unpleasant, it's full of absolute and utter...
If it's raining, I have to say it is.
And it will
horrific.
rain,
It is
because it always
horrific.
rains, doesn't it?
No, the
also,
last
come
few
on,
times I've been, it
Coldplay.
hasn't. But
No,
I have
I
been.
hate Coldplay.
Coldplay.
I really don't like
I mean,
them.
3 times, really?
I'm not really interested in any of the headliners.
And I think
I know, I like
that,
Dua Lipa. So I think she's good.
Yeah,
I
but
like-
you'd rather see her in London at,
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
O2.
Well, that's
wouldn't
She's got a couple of good songs
Why
that I
would you
like.
And you've got then Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne's good.
She's good.
Oh,
Cindy,
Right.
She is
Cindy
Yeah.
Lauper, she's playing this year.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't go to a
But out of all of
festival.
them, there's like 4 that I actually like.
Yeah.
But you kind of you get the whole schedule. You work out where you want to go, see this person.
Yeah, I don't want to go
You
anywhere.
meet friends.
Fine,
you
it's
bump
easy
into
for me.
people. It's a basically
Yeah.
like a community.
Take drugs,
'Cause
pretend
it's
you're
so-
still
Michael's
cool,
so
but you're actually
miserable.
not. But you're not cool anymore, Sam. You're not in the business anymore.
my God.
You're over the hill. You shouldn't be bothering. That's the bottom
You need to
line.
go to tea
Anyone
in
who
the
pays
park.
£650 for a ticket to go and see a bunch of overpaid wallies, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm more looking forward to seeing Kylie Minogue in Hyde Park. to
That would
fair.
be much
Yeah,
better.
that's the one I want
Also,
to
Hyde
do.
Park,
I went
it's not
last
so
year.
far away.
No.
That was really
If it
good.
goes so far.
It was brilliant.
And
Like,
you have to pretend you like the countryside.
Yes, exactly right.